what's going on, y'all? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And you're about to watch a little OTB LSU.
We're going to give you all the latest, greatest between LSU football, baseball, women's basketball, softball, and everything in between.
Bottom line, if you want to talk Tigers, keep it locked, subscribe, like it, and we hope you enjoy the
rings. That doesn't seem exciting.
Any transfer surprise you, Brian Kelly.
Go ahead.
There isn't a player right now that has disappointed. I think we look at it more from that perspective, that we're like, wow, that's not what we were looking for there. Each one of them, has shown us something that says they can contribute and help our football team in the manner.
Tight.
Some more than others. Some carry more leadership skills than others. Some carry more of a wow factor than others. But all of them have a presence pretty much in our two deep, and that's saying a lot.
Wait, I have another good
So the
one
last
that I
part
think-
is actually somewhat interesting, but that answer, and we haven't listened to the sound yet. I forgot to listen to the press conference. That answer was pretty much
what you thought it was going to be?
Yeah.
Here's another one. This is on Destin.
We let Will.
He feels a lot more comfortable making the move because he knows players. He's played against them, and he's had them on his team. So the transition for Destin has been really seamless, and it's made it easy for him. He's been somebody that, maybe didn't get as much recognition early on. He's had a really good offseason and has done a really nice job for us. So I think that transition has made it easier for him to kind of blend in right away.
I honestly didn't know who Destin Hill was. Taylor had to tell me during that clip that he's a Florida State wide
We're number
receiver.
2, right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, here. So
From
Kyle
Louisiana
Williams,
originally.
officially LSU's defensive line coach. Kyle Williams up in the practice for the field for the first time. Brian Kelly, according to Hunt Palmer, had a very good write-up on practice on LouisianaSports.net. Kelly was basically doing the old principal shadow on Kyle, his first practice, for about 10, 15 minutes, which is kind of funny to think about. But this is Kelly, too, on just Kyle Williams in general.
He'll be, as you know, coaching our interior defensive line. I think it's well chronicled his playing career here at LSU, and then 6-time Pro Bowler, 13 years in the NFL, certainly brings an impressive resume to the position, and just quality individual, high character, and somebody that really is who you want recruiting student athletes here to LSU. So really excited about his addition to our staff.
And now I want Kelly 3 on what stands out about Williams' coaching style.
I think the things that stand out immediately for me is his attention to, the finer points of playing the position. Again, somebody that played the position and recently played the position and clearly understands the nuances of the position and can articulate and communicate that effectively to those that need to go play it now for LSU. I think that connection is very apparent to me. I got a chance to, spend a little time out there today, probably about 10, 15 minutes just listening to him and the way he connects with the players. I know he's going to make a great impact for us.
I can just tell you I'm a giant fan of Kyle Williams, being his teammate, watching him from afar before I got here, and then playing alongside him, and then seeing what he did in the NFL. And look, I've played against Kyle for a long time as well. He was at Ruston when I was at Evangel. We were in the same district. We played against them, and this is somebody that I've got more respect for maybe than anybody I ever played with.
Wow.
I mean, he is the ultimate pro. Always has been, really. And we were doing something – I don't remember when it was, a couple of months ago on LouisianaSports.net, where it's who was the best player that Nick Saban coached, at his different spots, Michigan State, LSU, and Alabama. And I said Kyle Williams for LSU. And I know a lot of people went Whitworth, and, Whit was a great player. I played against him in high school as well. For my money, it's Kyle Williams. That was a guy that always was doing it in the shadows, right? Nobody really wanted to ever give Kyle the credit that he deserved. And finally, in Buffalo, they couldn't deny it anymore. Okay, this guy's one of the best. Because like you said the other day, walking down the street, he doesn't look like he was, an all-pro defensive tackle. I understand that, but he was a dog.
Yeah.
And he had a mentality that was unlike anybody else. And also, he was great about being vocal about it, and not in a cheesy way, not in a way where it's oh, man, that guy's up there again. Because that happens, T, and you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
There's a guy that when he gets up there after about the second or third time, you're like, dude, just go sit down.
Yeah.
He wasn't that. He was a guy that when he spoke, everybody listened, and that was at LSU. That was for the Buffalo Bills. and he knows his stuff. Like, I'm not worried about that. Sure, like this is new. This is a new level for him. And so, like, recruiting and all those different things, sure, he's got to get up to speed on all of that. But as far as the technique and the motivation and all the defensive line stuff, I'm not worried about that at all.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly, and I'm really excited to watch him in this role. I also like. I wouldn't need to play the sound, but I also like Kelly was kind of asked about stability at the position, which this is crazy to think about. Kelly's hired, and I'm guessing this is including edge as well. But Kelly's hired 6 D-line coaches in 3 years, so like they need some continuity there. And he said that Williams was also looking for some stability and continuity and kind of place to put down roots a little bit. And we know Kelly's not going anywhere. So if he wants to be here, like Kyle Williams ain't going anywhere either. So maybe you can finally get you can stop the turnover at that position specifically.
And, like, I haven't had a chance to catch up with Kyle yet since he has been back at LSU.
Yeah, let's get him on a TV reach out.
All right, we'll see. I'll reach out to him right now. But like, he moved up to Ruston because that's where he's from, and he was very happy there, and he was coaching football there, and him and his family love Ruston.
Yeah.
It was going to take, I think, a unique opportunity for him to leave that. Now, his wife's from Baton Rouge, and so obviously they have, a ton of ties here, being LSU students and player, and, but his wife's from here as well, and so, like, he has strong ties here, but it was still going to take something very special for him to leave Ruston, and so I think this is like the one spot he would do that for. Now, I don't know what his aspirations are. I don't think it's to be a coach in the NFL. I think it's a coach, and he wanted to coach at the place where he was a star.
Yeah, the Bills hire him next year. Who knows? No, I mean, look, I agree with you. I think he obviously got bit by the coaching bug, but it would have taken a lot because he's coaching just for pure passion. But then, LSU comes calling. You're an old decade-long NFL vet, like, you think about game day and Tiger State, you start to feel the old clarion call of the adrenaline rush and the high stakes. You think about playing Clemson in Death Valley to open up a season, and you can't ignore it. Like a siren, you head straight towards it. So I'm very excited to watch Kyle Williams in that spot. Wow, Jake. What incredible takes.
I mean, those guys, they're just the best.
I think so. And if you think so, again, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications when we post every single day here on OTB LSU.